And welcome back to Shovelware Scavengers. We're about halfway through today's session here. We've discovered some neat things and some less neat things. Um, let's see what else we can come up with here as I turn off the list and open up the next game. That's got to be a Windows game. Let's see. Oh, that is the wrong page. So I can up the file manager and see what we can find. So this is in comp. And it is a SKIBEA. Not to be confused with other things that start with SKIB. SKIBEA is a screensaver module. Okay, well, screensaver with Arctic appeal. Hanging around the North Pole with nothing to do but enjoy a nice cold bottle of Coke, with quotations. It's a great life. However, those happy-go-lucky Coca-Cola polar bears can't stand to sit still. Well, no, normally you would sit to sit still, not stand. So is this official? I get the feeling this is not official. Legal notices. No, this is not official, but it is freeware. So, yeah, we're gonna set this up. I need to open, can I open the second new window? I want to know if I can do this. Windows, System. If I drag this to here. Yes, okay. Yeah, that does work. All right. I didn't know I didn't know if it would work, but hey. Absolutely does. So let's see. Control panel. I forget where I think it's desktop. Yeah, there we go. SKIBEA. So we can have up to 25 bears, going at speed up to 99. Let's just go maximum everything. Let's go. It's gonna be a blizzard of snow and bears. Oh boy, yeah. I don't think the computer likes this. Let's turn things down a little bit and see if we can make this make a little more sense. That's a little smoother. Always Coca-Cola. Yep, that is oh wow. Just the animation with the Coca-Cola logo was taking up most of the processing power there. Um Let's get into one complaint that I would often hear Chris give about screensavers. Does it save the screen? And in this case, I would say most of it, but there's going to be a bar in the middle that was just going to burn in eventually. And it does take a while to actually like burn in properly. But those mountains, despite the fact that they are scrolling, it's a repeating pattern, and it's always right at the middle of the screen. In aesthetic value, it's alright. There's bears, there's Coke. I like Coke. It's my brand. My brand! But yeah, that's our screensaver, I guess. So let's mark that off. Paint that in the comp. SKIBEA. SKIBEA. Now that's freeware. And let's call it a trinket. Kind of does what it sets out to do, which is really not much. Back to DOS. What was it? Arcade 2. Oh. PLANDER. Is there a text file? Manual.doc. Notice, obviously this manual is near to our close completion, so it looks like this is Planet Lander version 0.99. It's like, obviously this is version 0.99. Notes on install.exe. This is my first attempt at an install program that does not use DOS for copying. I know it's slow, but it's my first time. Cut me some slack. And also copy all the files and files.list to your target directory and then run generate.exe if you're so spoiled. Should auto detect your joystick, but if it doesn't run with Lander Y, just make a batch file if you're spoiled. What is this attitude? Like, there, so you don't have to cry. What the fuck is your problem, bud? Check out the cool DOS screen fading when you exit to DOS! This sure is, this sure has an attitude. We're not going to bother copying everything. I'm just going to run generate from right here. So it doesn't really matter if these files are modified or not. I can just remake this at any time with the original discs or the images I have of the discs. Support files generated. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of files. So let's run lander.exe. Carlos Ribas presents a Carlos Ribas game. Mathematical help from Robin Rudge. Drawing assistance from John Devon. It's going a bit fast, isn't it? Planet Lander. Oh, just jumping right in, huh? Okay. Reading your world. Anyway, this is definitely running fast. I don't know how to play this. Let's try slowing things down a little bit. So right now it's set to 486 DX. The recommended 486 DX 266 megahertz. I have it set to the 33 megahertz, and it felt like it was going way too fast. Yeah, this should be running at the correct speed, but it just feels like it's going far too fast. Okay, so I can Shift X to immediately exit the DOS at any time. Let's try that again, I guess. Options. Oh, that's a lot of options. It's a reduce flicker. There was a lot of flicker going on. I don't know what most of this means. Turn on the fuel gauge, I guess. Yeah, why does it turn on caps lock? Okay. Okay, so I can mouse click left and right to turn left and right. Both will activate the thrust. And what do I do to land? Angle locked? Okay. So if I want to not turn, I can press L to lock the angle. Oh, but that spends fuel. Interesting. What's going on here? Oh, I see. I kerploaded. Didn't stick the landing. Yeah, this game seems a little too complicated for me. I'm gonna be real. But check out that fade when you exit to DOS! Let's put it on the board. PLANDER. Let's see, mark it off. And DOS. Communicate to PLANDER. Trinket. I don't know. How much did this cost actually? Or did this cost anything? I know the list is up. I just want to see Also, why are the letters capital? DOSBox is a little confused right now because typing capital letters when caps lock is off. I might have to reset DOSBox, which is not a big problem. Yeah, there's no indication of how much this costs. So I'm just... And the documentation is kind of rude. Let's be real. Okay, I'm going to restart DOSBox. DOSBox did not restart. Yeah, it's definitely not running. So let's actually just start it up. Recapture it. DOSBox, where are you? There we go. Is there an option to just, okay, reboot guest system maybe? No, because it's not a guest system. Reset virtual machine. Okay, that's what we can do in DOSBox did not successfully land. You are correct there, sir. Next up, Tyrion with another DOS game. Board BGROYDOX. Hopefully this is not just documentation. This might be just documentation, actually. Okay. This is complicated. Let's just run it. Humble Docs. Is this a magazine or something? Backgammon Royale full documentation. Sure. Okay. Yeah, this is just documentation. This is just how to play Backgammon Royale, but it doesn't include Backgammon Royale itself. Be humble. So I'm giving you your points back. Let's see. DOS board BGROYDOX and Royale Humble Docs. This is junk because most instructions to play a game. Actually, trash because we didn't actually like run a game here. Sorry for bumping my mic there. Okay, next up we got Zero with Arcade CLIFDIVR. Okay. The Private Investigator's Handbook. Hello, my name is Patrick Farley. I wish to welcome you to this, my first attempt at computerized interactive fiction. Adventure novel entitled Crime to the Ninth Power. In this game, you'll be introduced to a character named CLIFDIVR, private investigator living and working in San Francisco. Hope you and your friends will enjoy playing this as much as I enjoyed writing it. This sounds like it's going to just be a text adventure. The unknown prequel to Cliffhanger. Are we going to Castle Cagliostro? Yeah, lots of text that any similarity to any person living or dead or to any building or landmark past or present should be considered purely coincidental. Hope that clears that up. So I saw a mention of registration, but here we go, $10. $10. A CLIFDIVR, investigation for hire. I've been investigating a lead on a murder in over in the Sunset District. By 10:30, I was about as worn down as Millie Lemure's welcome mat. That sounds like an outdated reference that I don't want to go digging into. After running halfway around the Mission District, I figured it was a nice gesture to show up at my office and catch up on some paperwork. I was just locking the files when I noticed a faded folder laying off by itself. I was so tired I didn't even remember setting it on the desk. The label on the cover read, Ricardo Zamboni and the Zamboni Corporation. Current investigation open. With Barbera in her holster and my butt in its chair, I quietly flipped the folder open to the first set of reports. Like a child reading Dick Tracy by flashlight after everyone in the house fell asleep, I read newspaper clippings and police reports under the harsh glare of my desk lamp. 1 hour and a half dozen reports later, old case memories began to rise to the surface. Lots of exposition. Lots of exposition that I'm not going to read through because, holy crap. Is there gameplay? Yes. Instructions, please. Okay, so this is made with an Adventure Game Toolkit. So, already off to a start here. So, with the Adventure Game Toolkit, like it actually like allows for some pretty complex lexing. Like, for instance, drop the food, the key, and the bottle, then unlock the door with the brass key and then leave. Try doing that with most adventure games. It won't work. Scotty beamed down a tricorder and a BLT. Throw the battle axe and the rock at the werewolf. Attack him. Him refers to the last noun mentioned. Interesting. Directions. We can request an inventory. Good. G for again. W for wait. Enjoy the game, but most important, enjoy life. Okay, let's see what we can do here. In the middle of a long hallway that runs east to west that looks like an open doorway just off to the south. Let's go south. Room's spinning. Give me a second, will you? I'm in the middle of a long... Okay, well, wait. I'm trying to give you a second. Actually, I think this one actually showed up in Shovelware Diggers. Because I remember like this whole attitude thing. For crying out loud! I said, give me a second. Can't you even... Listen, pal, I'm real sorry. It's just my head's pounding like a jackhammer. I'll be alright as soon as I get down off this floor. Sorry. Are you ready? Okay. Linear, functional, nothing fancy. I like that in a restroom. You know those towel dispensers, one towel at a time? Waste of time, I say. Give me a stack of man-sized paper towels, or better yet, one of those cotton roller towels. You know the kind. You see them in airports and bus. I'm sorry. There's some scribbled graffiti on the south wall here. Whoa, I went out with twins last night. They are two real live wires. Pero also, bravo señor, muy estimulación. Oh, really, gentlemen, I must protest. I find this neo-masculine macho ceremony of nocturnal tete-a-tete rating to be unequivocally shocking. By the by, would either one be interested in double dating next week? Let's start with eat pillow. Yeah, there is always the risk of like when there's an address, someone might be living in that address. Very little that I can do about it. Like when you see addresses, for instance, in ZZT game for Worlds of ZZT, those can be blanked out ahead of time. Kind of hard to do that in this case. Okay, anyway, it's a bathroom. There's graffiti. It's sure is an experience. In the middle of the long hallway. It looks like an open doorway to the south. Looks like a waiting doom. 123 Really Real Street. Somewhere, California, 69420. This looks like a waiting room. The east door. Whoever works in here enjoys the outdoors going off and leaving that south window open. There's a ledge outside, not a whole lot of ledge. In fact, what little ledge there is barely covers the width of the window. Boy, it's cold out there tonight. There's an executive desk over there along that east wall. There's a wooden drawer in the desk. One of those aluminum flashlights in the drawer. Trying to see if I could close the window, but apparently not. Well, I think I died. No pigeons. Maybe there's the reason. The ledge is rotten. I better get. Hey, the ledge broke right out from under me. I'm falling. What I need right now is a flagpole. Hey, what the? That looks like a net. A large rope net is sticking out from an open window at the next floor. Hitting the net, I get whisked inside. As I catch my breath, I begin to inform whoever caught me what I thought of his effort. I stop when a figure steps out from the shadows. It's Joseph's bodyguard. His partner is holding me up by the collar inches above the floor. With very little effort, he puts away the heavy net, not stopping to put me down. As Bonzo's trainer brushes the collar of his black overcoat, a dull ache forms in the back of my head. Again, the lights fade and the stars come out for yet another evening's performance. Ow. Visited 6 locations out of 113 in 13 turns. Scored 0 out of a possible 450 points. Yay! We got to jumping out the window eventually. Don't worry about that. Let's put this on the board. I clicked on the new tab button. No. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one showed up. It just showed up in a different directory. In that case, not much you can do about that. So yeah. So what was the exact name of the game? CLIFDIVR Investigator for Hire. Hang on, let me get out of here. Name CLIFDIVR Investigator for Hire. Was there a registration fee at some point? I forget if there was. $10. I don't know exactly what you get for it though. I'm sure there's some depth that we're not going to get to see. I'm gonna mark it as a curio. Usually if there's going to be 100 in some rooms in a text adventure game, there's going to be some sort of depth. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not going to experience that today because I have other things to play, such as this Pachinko game, apparently. This game's Arcade 2 Pachinko. Oops. Oh, this. Getting better at that, I think. No text files. Just get straight into the game. Yep, it's Pachinko. And play it in auto mode. It's by Soft Disk. That would make this technically Wares, actually. So yeah, this was published on the Big Blue Disc, which was a computer magazine that was, I think it was monthly. But the thing is, any software that was on those discs are licensed software, and so the fact that this is on this disc here means that it's Wares. I'm gonna turn it to manual mode and see if yeah, what's the button for make thing go? I don't know that I can. Oh, there we go. So yeah, you can control the force of it. Now I see you. Let's see how far we can let this go. I do actually remember playing this game. Like now that I'm kind of fiddling with this, like I absolutely have played this game as a kid, and we're out of marbles. We've lost all our marbles, but there are different layouts. Oh, this one looks pretty generous, actually. This is the one you play if you just want to keep going for eternity. The loosest pachinko in town. But yeah, like this is not much of a game. It's very limited interaction. There's no like there's really not much going on here, honestly, other than the many different boards. This is the one you play if you want to lose real fast. So for what it's doing, it's okay. I mean, the score is how many balls you have, but yeah, it doesn't like keep a cumulative score or anything. This is more of a toy than a game, honestly. You get more by hitting the green buckets, I think. So mark this off. But I definitely do remember playing Pachinko as a kid, like this specific Pachinko game. I'm gonna call this a trinket. I'm going to mark this as wares and part of big food disc. Okay. Accept that and move on to the next, which is J-pop. Let's see. Just validate the selection first. Okay. Win. Gateway to craps. Ah, crap. It's craps. Okay, let's see. So that was in GG. Oops. The way that the mouse wheel works with this cursor driver in DOSBox is it just emulates the up and down keys. It's a diamond on my shirt. Better go appraise it. Oh, what is this? Okay. I was saying that you can, but don't have to put these in the Windows System directory. VB Run 300, I would say, is fine to put in the Windows System directory. Any VBX files I would not recommend putting because different games might run different versions of the same library, which can cause certain games to like crash and stuff. But registration is $12. And for this sort of presentation, that's kind of neat. Okay, okay. See what you're going for here. Let's bet $5 on I don't think this has all of the fields that a craps table would usually have. Okay, so we can bet on pass or don't pass. Let's put $5 on pass, I guess. Point is 5. I don't know if I'm really trying to figure out like how this runs here. Okay. I'm guessing this is what is any of this? Placing your bets. And betting in the against each other. This box. Oh, I see. So the top is player 1. The bottom is player 2. Can I name my players? Julio. Here we go. Okay. This makes a little more sense. And you're the person that Twitch has taken the longest to notify me, and with like 18 hours late? The fuck? Oh, no, actually, Tyrion, what happened is yesterday I did a background noise stream on my YouTube channel, but I forgot to switch it from Twitch to YouTube preset. So I streamed on Twitch for about 10 seconds before I realized that it was not going to the right place. Anyway, the point is 5. Let's put $5 on 5, I guess. Roll. 9. Keep rolling. I don't know, 10 the hard way. Craps, I lose. There's a bet on double deuce here. Yay, I win. So, weirdo betting $100 on pass. And wins. Coolio is gonna... Oh, still shooting. Still betting $100. 4 is the point. Let's bet on hard 4. Seven a loser. Multiple times you get a stream notification after the stream ended. Yeah, Twitch is not the best sometimes. Anyway, I think we get the point with this craps game. It is very bare bones. Bet it all on midnight. Sure thing. I think I can only bet in like these specific increments, which is weird, but whatever. Bet it all on midnight. Hard 4. Well, that bet passed. Well, butts. You win, except no, you lose because your bet don't pass. Anyway. Very bare bones craps game. I think we kind of get the point. $12 for this. You'll get the knowledge you've done the right thing, the latest version of the game with no nag screen, and my undying gratitude. There are better craps games than this, but sorry to tell you. So let's go ahead and mark that off. Windows, BG, craps. So for $12, I'm calling that a trinket. There are way better games, way better craps games than this on this compilation. I'm sure we'll run into something at some point. So mark that as complete. So next up is, and from 0, WINGAMES NEWWIN Drift. Tokyo Drifto. NEWWIN Drift. Okay. NEWWIN and drift. This is an utterly great. This is an utterly pointless program which causes all windows and icons to drift around the screen. Got the idea from a program that came with the Acorn Archimedes desktop. This program is in the public domain. Must be distributed unmodified. No, you cannot do that. You can't set terms for distribution if you're putting it in the public domain. The moment you set terms for distribution, that's freeware. So I'm interpreting this to mean freeware because there was some confusion about the difference between public domain and freeware back in the day. Well, the icon is kind of moving around. It's drifting. It's going. Look at it. The window's not moving around though. Oh, wait, no, it kind of did there. Oh. I think Windows is not very happy with what's happening right now. See if I can clean this up a little bit before we continue going. Anyway, that's drift, I guess. Let's see. Windows, NEWWIN, drift. This is junk, honestly. It's an interesting programming project, I guess. It just doesn't do anything particularly useful and does the not useful thing not well. It's gonna have 0% to do with cars. Fucking knew it. Oh crap, I clicked on the wrong button. Okay, I'm gonna have to change this manually then. It's bound to happen eventually that I was going to just click on the wrong thing. Let's see. Validate it. Okay. We're going back to DOS. List. Getting better at noticing myself. Not getting any better at doing it like I'm supposed to. Edit mo.bot. Midnight Oil. Midnight Oil, also known as La Belle Lucie and Three Shovels and a Draw. It's one of the few solitaire card games that offers both challenging play and a reasonable chance to win. It is also highly addictive. Once you get into it, you'll be burning the midnight oil more often than not. So how much does this cost? I know how to play label Lucie. So basic registration is $5. You can also get a package deal apparently for $10. There are versions of my other programs, all along with a menu program to tie them all together. Okay. And package deal number 2 contains registered versions of the other programs. So, wonder what you exactly get for registration. It's a lot of card games anyway. I think I know what this is. Come to think of, oh, look at that. It's a full changelog here. You don't really see a whole lot of that for DOS games. And you register from the command line, I guess. And you can also change it back to shareware. Interesting. Yeah, this is the interface I was basically expecting. This program is shareware. Also, my mouse cursor is not being captured correctly. Let's see. Is there an option to like lock the mouse cursor? Okay, capture mouse control F10. Nope, it's still not capturing. Oh, because the operating system is okay. Let's turn on sound. Okay, admittedly, it's been a while since I've played this, so it might take me a second to remember how to play. But there's the foundations. Obviously, I want to build those from ace to king. I think you can only have 3 cards per fan. It just says you can't do that. Great. No, you can have more than 3 cards per fan. So you can only build them suited. So let's see. Be nice if I could find the 2 of clubs. There it is. I don't think I'm getting to it though. Not if it's under a king. Also, this window is like tiny for me. I think it's like 640 by 350. Let's see. Now we got a 2. The ace is there. Not going to be able to move it out of the way unless we play some spades. Okay. What happens if I put this here? So now I have an empty fan. Can I put a card there? No. Empty fans are dead. Got another card in there. Where's the 3 of diamonds? It's here. King of Hearts is there. 10 of Hearts is over here. King of Diamonds. here. 7 of clubs is buried somewhere. I think I might be stuck and need to use a shuffle. Let's do that. So one of the names of this game is 3 shuffles and a draw, which exactly describes what you're able to do. I can shuffle this 3 times, which did it actually shuffle or did it just... I think it did actually shuffle cards. But I know in some versions it'll just like take the cards in the same order but set them to 3 per fan. I wonder if I can double click to play a card to the foundation. Let's see. Maybe I can't do that. Oh, wrong suit. Of course I can't do that. Okay, can't double click to move to a different fan. Five, 4, 3. There's the 2. Six of spades is there. And the ace is here. Do I have access to the 8? Cannot see the 8 of clubs. Did I see the ace of hearts anywhere? There it is. Oh. Still need the 8 of clubs for that. I don't think I can see it. I might be able to do some other damage here. Jack of diamonds is down there again. This troublesome fan. Do I have any other moves? If I do, I don't see them. I can move this here, and that there. That doesn't really help anything. I can go there. I think that's about it for the shuffle. Shuffle number 3. I still have a draw. And what the draw is, it lets you grab any card from the tableau anywhere, whether or not it's buried. Okay, so I can't just double click to move to the foundation. Let's see. Kind of want to move this queen out of the way. Okay, so we can do that. Get the 4. Generally a good idea to get as much cards out of the way as possible before you use your draw. I feel like I might want to use my draw on the 5. Well, unless I can unbury this. Where's the 10 of hearts? 10 of hearts is there. 9 of clubs is there. Yeah. Starting to run into dependency crawl here. Give me that. 6, 7. There might not be a whole lot more that I can do. 7, 8. Oh, 9, 10, 5, 6, 7. No, the spades and the hearts are buried against each other here. So I think, well, let's do that. Hang on, hang on. No, the 8 of diamonds is underneath this king. Unless I can clear out all the hearts. Not very hopeful of this. Hearts. 9. Okay, okay, okay. Maybe, maybe. I've closed the clubs. Ten of hearts. It's there. Yep. Think we might got this actually. There we go. And then it goes to another game. Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. It doesn't do a whole lot. Like, it's just the one game. As far as I know, registering only gets rid of the nag screen. But like you can register all of this guy's games for $15. I'd say that's not bad at all. Yeah. So I'll mark that off the thing. Okay. You need DOS, RK 2, MO 226, one night, oil. I put $5 registration because it's $5 for just the game. And under notes, 15 for those games. I would call this a curio. I mean, it's a pretty simplistic game, and it's like no more than it really. Like what you see is what you get. But for $5, you could definitely do a lot worse. $15 and you get all the person's games. And in the DOS area, I would say you have a pretty good time with that. Back onto Windows. So a file manager. GG. I want chicken. Chicken.reg. Why did the chicken cross the road? The video game. First off, we'd like to thank you for downloading or getting it using a shareware warehouse. A share warehouse, as some might say, this game. Our development group, which isn't technically a company, but more or less a group of people working to entertain some kids around the world, is called Stupid Soft. Excellent. Spent about 2 months creating this game. Our little program is in dialog box that lists the people. One little problem is in the program is in the dialog box that lists people who made the game under the ideas. There's someone called Mark S. That should have been Mark Stineker. We weren't able to figure out how to spell his name at the time. Sorry, Mark. Looks like this is postcardware. A mad doctor who wants to take over the world turned you into a chicken and send you away. Go get him and stop him. Play a game, all you gotta do is use your arrow keys to move the chicken around. Don't get hit. If you do, you'll lose a life and then you'll have to start over after you lose 5. It's also a Hall of Fame. There's also a secret code to go to any level you want. We might send some random people the secret code who register. We might send everyone the secret code. We don't know. Stupid soft. Okay. It's a Frogger clone. Understood. Also, it's in an MDI interface for some reason. It seems unnecessary, but okay. Also, that's a lot of big trucks on this highway. What? What do you mean I fell in the water? Oh, I have to avoid the things in the water. Usually it's the opposite. I guess those are like speedboats or something. Buck, 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 buck. Buck, 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 X chicken. Okay, this is real tricky actually. Like the bottom half just always moves randomly. And then the speedboats move every tick. And the crocodiles move like every other tick. Ow. I can't even beat level 1. Ow. No. So chicken's back on the menu, boys. Oh, I didn't even make it on the high score table. Also, you can control it with these buttons over here. I don't know why you would want to. Context help, apparently. This is the about screen. Also, I wonder, yeah, I can create a new one. Can I create 2 at the same time? Yes. Let's play 2 of these at once. Let's go. Okay, I can't control both of them at the same time. I can only control the one that's in front. Still, the fact that it lets me run two instances at the same time is amusing. It's like a fake two-player mode. Chicken 2, The Return of Chicken. Chicken 3, The Revenge of Chicken. Chicken 4, The Revenge of the Return of the Revenge. Hey, look at that. I actually made it past a level. What the fuck? Why are we in outer space? Hey, level 2. Chicken just went across to get some pictures for your scrapbook. We're back on land, just a different layout, I guess. What is going on in this cartoon? Chicken just went across to see the new 1995 cars. Oh, the motocross? Nope. Chicken just went across to see those great bikers at the local BMX track. Okay, so now we're just completely in the ocean. Chicken just went across to see some alligators. Now we're in the sky. Chicken just went across to be the first chicken to reach 20,000. You were in outer space earlier. I think that's more than 20,000 feet. That was just like a marathon happening or something? Yep, and Chicken just went across to get some pictures of the marathon runners. Here we are in outer space again. Now we're in Laserville. Population, all of the lasers. And just went across to get a first-hand look at laser weapons. Back in the sea. Why are these islands moving? Yeah, exactly, Tyrion. Went across to see the latest chicken vacationing spot. What is going on here? Why are there so many bombs? Is this World War End? You got more points than the person who used to own the Gold Chicken Award. Let's go see these awards. Where's the high score table? There were sound effects, apparently. Also, screen saying that we lost 1 life. Okay, let's... You just lost, but so what? Press enter to play another life. I'm not hearing any sounds.
Oh no!
I heard one there.
Yikes! Oh no!
Oh no. And where? Yeah, I don't know where the high score table is, though. Like, they have a high score table, evidently, but like... Oh, there it is. Gold Chicken Award, Coolio, with a great job of 550 points. I guess it only keeps the high score. Brr. Well, that... I feel like I'm playing Milk. That sure was what it was. GG chicken. Why did chicken for the video game? I'm going to call that a curio because it's full of charm. Postcardware. Like, it's a very simple game, but the way it presents itself is kind of adorable, honestly. And it's just postcardware. So you send the guy a postcard, and maybe he sends you one back with a secret code so you can play every level. Oh, time to scroll down the thing here. There we go. Set that. Still in Windows, 0 wants NEWWIN WI's 11, and I think I know what this is. Prepare to be underwhelmed if it is what I think it is. NEWWIN. Pack list. That's just a list of the files that are supposed to be here. We'll gladly make arrangements to ship you an unadulterated copy. Well, fantastic. Yeah, WinEyes is WI's is a Windows program that, although originally designed purely for amusement, might be of use to some computer users. Inspired by the famous XEyes program to run on many Unix-based X Windows systems, this program draws two eyes in a window that the eyes then track the movement of the mouse. Yeah, a bunch of fallible me. Disclaimer, loading instructions. This looks free at the very least. Yeah, this seems like a studio that usually does more complicated stuff, but this is just a free program that they put out. And sure enough. Now, I don't know if there's like... So you guys mission control. There we go. There's some settings here. So it updates currently 10 times a second. We can change the color of the eyes, the color of the pupils. And that's what it does. And I might be thinking, like, this seems like just a waste of space, right? But let's say, like, this can be used for accessibility, because those eyes will always look at the cursor, right? Which means if I don't know where the cursor is, I can just see where the eyes are looking at and kind of follow a line from there. You can also make really weird looks like this. because it always follows the rim of the eye rather than possibly being in the middle somewhere. Anyway, that's WIs. You make them really big. Or you can make them really small. Anyway. That's all it is. Windows, NEWWIN, WIS 11, WIs. Couldn't find a price for it, but I'm pretty sure it's free. I'm gonna call it a trinket because it doesn't really do much. If only we could dual wield mice. I know, right? Anyway. Oh, I didn't turn on the list at that time. But that's what it looks like. It is a trinket. The queue is empty, so oh, not empty anymore. Zero says Windows NW2 Bones 20. Let's validate that. Okay. NW2 Bones 20. Going to guess this is Dominoes. It sure is. Bones the domino game. Spooky, scary skeleton. The game was written simply because I couldn't find any good domino games written for Microsoft Windows. I also wanted to write a game requiring an equal amount of luck and skill. The result is Bones, so named because the first dominoes were made of bone. Interesting. Played with Windows version 3.1. This version of Bones requires a mouse and preferably a color VGA display. No indication of cost. Made by Slick Software in South Africa. Fancy. Bones, the domino game. Seems really kind of sinister, but play 11, play 9, play 7, white, blue, or red pips. We'll set it to novice. There's the boneyard. I forget what you have to start with. Yeah, it has to be a double, but like where he showed a double 3, did I have to like click on the double 6 or something? Anyway. Oh, you can put it in any orientation you want. Let's put that double 5. Let's block that off, I guess. Computer cannot play. Hey, bonehead. Computer cannot play. Idiot. Computer wins by 23-7. I guess it just counts up how many points, like how many dots are in each hand, and that score goes to the other player. Okay, so it goes to the highest double that is shown. Presumably, you can also just choose to renege if you want to force the opponent to play first. Hey, bonehead! But yeah, it does seem like a potential strategy to end up blocking off one of the paths. And neither can I. Oh, but he had the double nil. I thought for sure I was going to win that one. One more. I'm not playing with any particular strategy here. I'm just kind of going. Unblocked. Oh, there we go. Well, I can finish. I know when to throw in the towel. I play enough dominoes to have in strategy. Yeah, pretty much the same. I don't know what these are though. Oh, it probably how many dominoes are in your hand, because we've been playing 11. If I were to pick play 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's what that option is. Also not doing the points during actual play. Yeah. There we go. I guess the strategy really is like play your biggest ones as soon as you can. You know what? It's 2-2. Let's break this tie and then move on. There we go. So I won in games, but computer won in overall score. So I guess we're even then. That apparently crashed Windows though, and I'm not a fan of that. Oh, I don't know why I thought to type exit there. That was not the correct thing to do. But maybe it was a good thing that I ended up restarting DOSBox after Windows crashed. Let's get it hooked up again. And let's put that on the board. WINGAMES NW2 Bones 20. NW2. Oh, owns 20, owns the domino game. Couldn't find a price. Couldn't find an explicit mention of freeware either, but I'm going to call that a relic. Except for the fact that it crashed Windows on close. Like, that's a perfectly competent Dominoes game. Like, it's snappy. You can get a lot of games done in a very short amount of time. Like, yeah, and it's free as far as I can tell. So, like, really few complaints. Like, the worst thing is that Windows crashed, but whatever. It do what it do sometimes. Next up from Tyrion, we got WINGAMES OGG NEUROLOT. Win. Validate it first, and then let's get into the file manager. OGG, maybe other good games, I don't know. NEUROLOT. Read.me. Unfortunately, not associated with anything, so we're gonna have to do this the Olay way. Where is, I think it's main? No. Oh, there it is. Yeah, notepad. Drag and drop. Oh, good. What is this? NEUROLOT. Licensee may not copy, disseminate, distribute, modify, translate, reverse engineer, decompile, disassemble, and/or create derivative works. From Richard Poplowski in Jessup, Pennsylvania. G2G Kaiser from California. NEUROLOT network load. It's not giving me any options here. Good luck. Oh, is it just one of these things? Neural predictions. So just different lotteries for different areas. I'm gonna pick 649 just for the fact that that's one of the big ones we have in Canada. I don't know, start resume training. I picked 649, not 648. What is this doing exactly? Like, it's this whole like visualization is kind of neat, I guess. I don't know what actuals and neural predictions are. Interrupt training. Next draw. Enter lotto picks. Okay. 14, 27, 33, 10, 43. Can still keep putting in numbers, apparently. You may win the lotto. Okay. Next draw. I don't know what any of this means. It's a heart monitor? Sure as fuck hope not. Supposed to predict the lotto numbers by giving the I didn't see anywhere I could put in previous numbers. Like, it's just training. Training what exactly? I don't understand this in the slightest. Hard monitor on lotto night, watching the number reveals. I mean, there were a lot of people on edge watching number reveals last night, but not for the lottery. Ah. I don't understand any part of what is happening here. Selected inputs and outputs from 1989 to 1992. And like, this came with no help files. So you're just supposed to know how this works. Instructions unclear. Purchase 200 lotto tickets. I think let's just put this up on the board. Whatever the hell this is. Yeah. NOGG NEUROLOT. Neural auto prediction. This is junk. I don't understand any of what's going on. And even if I did understand what was going on, it's trying to, like, from the best that I can figure, is just trying to kind of make sense of lottery results and try to divine what the next numbers will be. No. It doesn't really, it doesn't work that way. It will always pick 6 random numbers, and with the strict controls that lottery companies have for lottery draws, it's going to be as random as it possibly can every time, for it being a bunch of plastic balls in a bin. Neural net processor, a learning computer. Hasta la vista, baby. Oh my, oh my. Not time for a few more, but we are running out of time. Zero wants GG FISHAT, and I think I know what this is. And this, if it is what I think it is, this also has shown up in Shovelware Diggers. But if it didn't show up where you found it, yeah, GG FISHAT, it's not showing as selected, which means we're gonna take a look at this. It is exactly what I thought it was. Fish hatchery. This program is share aware. This means after a 30-day playing period, you must pay the registration fee of $10. You get free codes for winning the game, more money, and more fish. Tips and hints on how to win the game more easily. Registered game with your own personalized copy. The latest version of Fish Hatchery. Satisfaction of doing something honest. And more options such as change year and game speeds and more. Now let's get started. Fish Hatchery by John Reinberg. This copy is registered to unregistered. Welcome to Fish Hatchery. Fish Hatchery is share aware. Good. It's aware that it is to share. There's some alignment problems over here. And I remember this being a thing when this was played on Shovelware Diggers. Because, like, this is clearly aligned to be played. Also, it doesn't restore well at all. But this is clearly aligned to be played in a 640 by 480 desktop. This is set to 800 by 600. So we can only play it slow. We can also pause, I guess. Let's buy more fish. Nakatsuki. So we have, okay, we currently have 2,200 fish and 10 workers. I want to buy, how many sets of 20 fish for $200 each? 5. Okay, I have to type it in on the number row rather than the numpad, I guess. So now we have 2,300 fish. Let's hire more workers at $20 a piece. Let's hire 5 workers, so we'll have 15. Office. Expenses. Money spent on fish treatment. Plant maintaining, $100. Okay. So what happens now? Game speed is slow. So that presumes that the game is just kind of running on its own, I guess? Like, Spectre has arrived and is checking your factory. You're not paying enough for fish. You're charged a fine of $200. $1 for 22.3 fish. Okay. So I guess I have to spend more money on fish. I don't know, man. I don't see why this is time-based. It doesn't seem to be really adding anything to the game. Because it's not as though this is like... Oh, okay. Maybe at some point I can add like more buildings? When do we build the nuclear power plant in the stadium? Yeah, I remember Chris being kind of confused about this one too. Fish crime rate is skyrocketing. So now we got the inspector. Hatchery is fine for now. I think I'm losing money. Received for certain amount of money. Good. I think we're about breaking even at this point. Thing is, like, I don't really know how to progress this game is the thing. Like it moves along on its own, but like presumably the idea is to keep making more money. And like it probably involves buying and selling fish, managing personnel. Eventually they'll ask for raises or something. But like there's really not a whole lot going on. Like there's very little to work with. And like this is moving on by its own too. Yeah, I'm about breaking even right now. Illegally fishing for poor fish, cutting corners on safety at the office, you know, the usual. But I think the prices for fish are changing. Like the Hutk fisheries. I think got higher a little bit. Lost $26. Well, you know what? You're all fired. Everyone's fired. Game over. Just drowning in fish for the rest of all time. That was $10. I don't know that I would pay $10 for this. It's an existence program, that's for sure. Okay. Open this up. In the GG, yeah. GG, one shot, fishatchery. It's $10. I'm calling this a trinket because like there's really not much in the presentation and there doesn't feel like there's a whole lot that you can do. It's just managing numbers and eventually the game will advance itself. We got time for one more, guys. No requests in the queue. Someone hit me up. Okay. So Zero's asking for a WINGAMES GG BOGOUT. BOGOUT. Oh, that is there we go. Right in the bog. Or maybe out of the bog in this case. Pretty sure this is the Boggle clone. Yeah, this is a game based on the dice game Boggle. Copy the first 4 files to your Windows directory. Please, for the love of fuck, don't do that. Also, dictionary.dat, like that's more than 8.3. My Windows directory, you got it, chief. 25 for the source code. $10 to register. Okay. Okay, so it's 5x5 too. But I do have an option for 4x4. Word order, alphabetic, increasing length or decreasing length. Oh, list. Thank you. I'm also going to mark that as accepted and then close scavenging because this is going to be the last one. Minimum points 0, time limit 180. Digital bar or hourglass. Let's go with hourglass. A nice classic. Contained words? I don't know what that means. Multiple players. Oh, let's get going. Let's see. Wing. I don't know what the minimum length is. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of words here, honestly. If it's not in the dictionary. Understood. Oh, in. So minimum is probably 3. Dot. Don. Dong. Nod. Not. Noir. Oh, come on now. Okay, so cancel clears out the input, and OK keeps the input. Pin. Head. Wave. Oh, is that a different sound? Wave is a word, though. Ton. Fuck. Jun. WIA. Windows Imaging Acquisition. Big? No. There's really not a whole lot of words here. Not that I know, anyway. Ping. Ah, crap. Just ran out of time. Aid, cud, doing, don, dong, dot, deuce, dun, dung, fin, fur, fun, new, ion, judo, nip, non, not, oft, pin, ping, rift, ring, riot, rip, tofu, ton, and tong. So yeah, that was a very poor board. Let's do one more. Cast. Chats. Yeah, this is already looking a little better. Boo. Coo. Coo is a word. Fob. That's also a word. But come on, man. What is this dictionary? Fo. Toe. Pause. Boat. Boats. Boast. Oh. You got a donation, I guess. I'll check that after the game. And y'all probably have seen how much it's for, but I don't have a way of seeing that. Maybe someone in chat can advise me of how much that was. Cat. Oh, we topped it out, huh? We topped it out. Sat, sat. And I already have Boo. From Banana Hammock? What? Yeah, I ran out of words. I'm gonna go check it out here. Yeah? Banana Hammock. Don't know who Banana Hammock is, but thank you very much. Found a good 6-letter word. Um, Yacht. Yacht is not on the board. Oh, we got 17 point. Chased was a 6-letter word. That's probably what you were looking at, huh? Yeah. We had we did have bows. I didn't think of boa or boas though. Botch, we had cased. We had haste, oaths. Okay. That was decent, I guess. Anyway, let's put that up on the board. First we'll mark it off. Then it's win, GG, bogout, bogout. How much was that? The $10 and 25 for source code. And now is 25 for source. I'll call that a curio. It's functional. The dictionary ain't great. But it does what it sets out to do for the most part. It's fine. If you really want to play Boggle, but not pay Boggle prices, that's probably good enough. Any dang way, that'll take us to the end of the stream here. So thank y'all for watching. We had in chat, let's go back in time here. We had Tyrion, Zero, J-Pop, Dr. DOS, Anonymous. Think that's everyone. Yeah, so that'll take us to the end. And that'll also take us to the end of the donation drive, which we just hit $600, which means I have 1 month to produce the Archimegalo 2. Also, hang on, I just kind of tripped on a cable and I just want to make sure things don't fall to the ground. I think we're fine. Okay. But for now, the next scheduled stream is going to be on Sunday at 8 p.m. or later, Atlantic Daylight Time. It is going to be the Sunday Super Shuffle, doing some more Archipelago shenanigans along with the Rando Bingo. I am quite frankly surprised that no one's called the bingo yet. Check your cards if you have one. If you don't have one, you have until the end of June to request one. And that takes us around the week, around the wheel to our next Tuesday stream. at 9 p.m. Atlantic Daylight Time. We're going to be starting a new long run, and it is going to officially be the remake of Grandia, which is at $280. Brandish ended with 145. Lagaia 2 ended with nothing. But yeah, no matter what happens at this point, we are going to be playing Grandia starting next week. As for the Archimegalo 2, I'm going to be doing that a little bit differently. Like, it's going to be basically like the same kind of thing, playing 12 games. It's going to be probably a different selection of 12 games. There's going to be some overlaps from last time, but we'll figure out how that all goes. Which will be starting at the latest on May 31st. But earlier if I can hack that. And I say the 31st because that is a Saturday. The Archimegalo 2 is going to be on Saturday afternoons rather than Tuesday nights, so that I can have it as a separate thing from the long run, so that like I can be doing the Archimegalo and I can be doing something else. It being on Saturday afternoon might mean sometimes I'm not able to make that time. Usually I can. If I can't, then I'm going to like move it like a Friday afternoon or night or Sunday afternoon before the Super Shuffle. It's generally going to be Saturday as much as possible. But yeah, I'll figure out everything for that within the next month. And that is gonna do it. So thank y'all for watching. I'm Coolio if you don't know, and I'll see you guys next time.